Happy video day, guys. So for today's video, I got a cool product. I saw this come up on Sephora, and what intrigued me the most about it is a new product from KEVYN AUCOIN, and it comes with a brush. I know, I ordered it because I thought it was a cool foundation that came with a brush. Like, seriously, that's one of the main reasons that I ordered this. But I do think it's really interesting that this is kind of like a balm foundation, which also kind of caught my attention, and it came with a brush. So either way, I decided to go ahead and purchase this because I said, let's try this. They also claim that this is full coverage, and it's a lot of stuff that I thought was really interesting. So I picked this up just for you guys so we can try this out together. And yeah, we're going to get into all of that. I'm going to go ahead and apply it for you guys. I'm going to show you guys how it works, and then I'll do a wear test and let you guys know my first impression thoughts of this new release from KEVYN AUCOIN. All right, guys, so the first things first, let's talk about the packaging. So the packaging is actually pretty interesting. It comes in an outer carton that holds everything like put together, because it does actually come with this mini brush. This is not a full-size brush. When I saw the brush picture on Sephora, I said, wow, that's a really nice KEVYN AUCOIN brush. I don't know why I thought that it would be full-size. Of course it's not. It's a mini, but it is a pretty brush, and it does go with the theme of this foundation. So it is in this circular plastic container, and when you open it up, it looks like a balm. Like, it looks like something you would go like this and like put on your lips, you know, like it looks like a large balm. I thought that this was going to be a more moussey consistency, but it's more of a balm. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. It almost feels kind of like a powder format. It's very interesting. But either way, the packaging itself is nice. I don't think that this is the most luxe looking packaging for the price tag, but maybe because they wanted to include a brush in it, maybe that's why it's just a plastic container. But for the most part, it does the trick. It looks nice, so I'm okay with the packaging. So this product does retail for $52 US, but you do have to keep in mind you are getting a foundation and you are getting a brush. So you are getting 0.7 ounces of foundation, which is less than the 1 fluid ounces of foundation that you usually get in like a foundation bottle. But since this is a balm consistency, it's a little bit different. So I don't even think you can even consider this the same, because it works different. It just works different. So we're gonna get into that while we apply it. There was a few things that I thought was pretty interesting that KEVYN AUCOIN does say about this foundation. It does have hyaluronic acid in it, which helps to make your skin look hydrated. And then there's also vitamin E, which helps to protect and condition the skin. So those are the two main points that they say about this. They also say it has avocado oil that supports the skin barrier and protects against external damage. They are claiming that it is a full coverage. It has a matte finish. So it's pure parabens, and it comes in 20 different shades. You can buy it on the KEVYN AUCOIN website, but you can also get it at Sephora. So it is a matte finish. I know that's usually not what I tend to go for, but I did like that it had hyaluronic acid in it. It did seem like it could be something that I would be interested in. They are saying it's for normal, combo, or oily skin. I think that's actually a very, very, very good description of who this is for. I really think that dry skin is not going to be able to use this. What we're going to do now is I'm going to show you guys me applying it. I'm going to show you guys my first impression thoughts, and then at the end of this video, after I've worn this in the entire day, I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts and also answer some of you guys' community tab questions. So let's go ahead and let's just jump right into me applying this foundation for the first time. So my eye look is an Ariana Grande inspired look. If you guys want to see how I come up with it, I will have it up on Instagram at the GLAMRANCH. But let's jump into this product right here. This is what the foundation looks like. Let's go ahead and try this on. The first time I've ever opened this. Oh my god, it's so warm. It was in the UPS truck and it's so warm. Oh my god. And then here is the little brush. I was excited that it came with a brush. I didn't know it was going to be so tiny, but this is a tiny like mini brush, but there is a brush. This color, is it any good? Okay, so let's go ahead and let's just swirl in here. This is really interesting. This is like a balm. I thought this was going to be more moussey, but it's like a balm. So I was thinking that this was going to be like the Chantecaille foundations. Oh my god. Hold on a second. You guys see how much coverage I'm getting? Wow. Okay, that coverage is impressive. I'm gonna just do one side of my face and let's just check out the difference. But it's a little bit of a stiffer brush, so I think I might have to smooth over this with a sponge. But the brush itself, I mean, I don't know if it's the brush that's making this so full coverage, but guys, this might be this might be a super full coverage foundation that I did not expect. But like full coverage that does not look right now, cakey. So I hardly have used any product, to be honest. I've dipped in like 3 times, but literally going like this, and you don't even get that much product on this brush when you bring it out. So I'm not using hardly any product. And look at that. I feel like I want to go over it. Oh wait, did I just mess everything up with the sponge? Wow, guys, this might be the most full coverage foundation I own. Like, I feel like if you went over this 2 times, you would look porcelain. I'm pretty impressed right now. Like, seriously? What the heck? This is not what I was expecting. In a good way. It's pretty impressive. I'm gonna go ahead and not dip into my bronzer. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side of my face so I could just show you guys. So I dip in like this. That's how much comes out. It's very little product that you get on the brush. And look how much coverage. Like, I'm just gonna, on this side, see how far it can go with that one dip. I'm still going. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my Sigma brush. I wanna just see, you know, how much, it hardly picks up product, but I just wanna see how it works with a different brush. That brush is a little scratchy. Holy coverage. I almost feel like I could have gone one shade darker. You really don't need that much product. And I do think that it's working fine with my Sigma brush. Now this is a more full coverage foundation, so you are gonna look like you have makeup on. Definitely not gonna look like you just woke up out of bed. Do you know what I mean? So I definitely see more, you know, heavier looking makeup. So now what I'm gonna do is just smooth over everything with the Beauty Blender and dipping a little bit into the product to add a little bit more coverage to the cheek area. This is probably gonna make me look like a porcelain doll. I think that you guys that love full coverage might be like super impressed with this, especially for how little product you have to put on and how much coverage you get. So this is what it looks like completely on the face. No powder, no concealer, no nothing, but you guys can see how covered my face looks. Like, I am super full coveraged, very full coveraged. I think that this did a really good job in covering up everything. This brush actually applies the product, I think, even better than it did with my Sigma brush. I don't know what it is about this brush or why it's designed this way, but it did apply the product more. Maybe because it's so tightly pressed, it does allow for the product to kind of stay in place. The only thing is I do feel like the brush is a little bit on the scratchy side for my personal taste when it comes to foundation brushes, but I don't know, it's a little bit scratchy. So that's the only thing I don't love about it. So I would like to use my Sigma brush with it, even if it gives me a little bit less coverage straight off the bat. And then going over it with a sponge at the end kind of just helps to even out the foundation a little bit more. But guys, this is super full coverage. So this does not look like your skin. You definitely look like you have makeup on. Right around here, I'm a little bit dry and I do see it catching a little bit. So I don't know about dry skin girls. I think this may be a little bit too heavy for dry skin, but I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup and then I'll make a little determination how I think it all looks. So all the makeup is on my face. This is what it looks like, finally done. And I did have to bronze up my face quite a bit because I think the color is just a little bit light. I don't know how it looks on camera, but with all the lights in my face, it almost looks too light. Right now, it looks really good. It is a lot thicker of a foundation than I'm used to wearing because I don't usually wear full coverage foundation, so for me this is very different. But I do like the way it looks on my skin for being so full coverage. It does look like I have makeup on for sure. There is a little bit of catching a little bit on the dry spots right here, but let's see how it looks after it's been worn for a little bit. I would have thought that my wrinkles on my forehead would be like really pronounced, but they don't look like they are, so it's not like seeping into my wrinkles or anything. So right now, I kind of like this. So quickly, a few little things that I do want to point out. I didn't have to set this down. I feel like after you apply it, it almost feels like it has a powdery finish, like almost like it sets itself, if that makes any sense. It doesn't feel tacky at all. It almost just feels like you're wearing skin. I don't feel heavy. I don't feel like I have like a ton of makeup on. Now, when I look in the mirror, I do look a little bit more full coverage, which is a little bit more heavy of a foundation than I'm used to, but that's okay because this is a full coverage and matte foundation. Now for being a matte foundation, I am 36. I do have little lines under my eyes. I do get wrinkles, and usually I try to go for more luminous looking foundations because they tend to look better on my skin. This one doesn't look bad, and I actually like that a lot, that I'll start seeing like the lines coming through and it'll look cakey, and it's like, wow, she looks like she's wearing a lot of makeup, and it's usually just because it's settling into lines. But right now I honestly feel like this, for being so full coverage, it's not really getting inside of my lines. I feel that is really cool. For being a matte foundation, it's a little bit of luminosity to it, but you definitely can tell it's a little bit more on the matte side. Like, I look at myself and I can tell this is more matte. Crossing my fingers because I hardly used any product and I did get a really nice full coverage. As of this point right now, I can probably tell you guys for sure this will not be my everyday foundation. I like medium coverage. I also like luminous for day to day, but as a special event foundation or for something for going out at night or when I really want that real full coverage look, this interests me. All right, so I've had this foundation on for a good 3 hours. I feel like it's been like 3 hours. And I have food cooking, so I have a few minutes to get a quick little questions here answered for you guys. So the first one is from KR, and she's asking, I'm glad you're reviewing this. I'm so curious about it. She's asking, her biggest question is what it feels like on the skin and what it smells like. So it doesn't have a scent at all. No scent. Scentless. Like literally no scent, which is fantastic. It definitely does not feel like I have a full coverage foundation on, which full coverage foundations on me, I always feel like, oh my God, I feel like I have so much makeup on. This one's not doing that. This one is giving me a, I have makeup on, thick, heavy makeup. Almost just feels like I'm wearing a normal foundation. So I actually really like that, and it almost feels like if you powdered your face. It feels like you powdered your face. So Makeup Junkie is saying it definitely caught her eye, wondering if the coverage and the staying power. I have combo, very sensitive skin. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. Okay, yes, I was trying to get this up before the Sephora VIB sale. I got you on that one. Definitely, if you have combo skin, you can wear this for sure. So sensitive skin, I think that you can wear this as well. I mean, I am eczema prone. If I wear products that have like alcohol or other ingredients in them, sometimes I don't even know what they are, I start feeling it a lot. Right now I feel okay. Of course, I will give you guys a review follow-up, or I will let you guys know if anything else happens. But as of right now, this feels like, to me, like a full coverage foundation that combo, normal, oily skin can definitely wear. And if you have sensitive skin, feels to me like you could probably get away with it as REK is asking for the wear time and if it's better for oily or dry skin. I'll let you guys know about the wear time at the end of the video. I'll get back to you guys on that. And definitely dry skin, I really don't think you guys are gonna like, but it feels matte on the skin and it doesn't feel hydrating. I don't even know if you could probably get a sample of this. I guess you might not be able to because it's a balm. So I don't really know how that would work. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and wear this for the rest of the night. I've got a few other things to do. Gotta finish up the dinner, gotta feed all the family members, and then I will be coming right back to you guys and let you guys know my final thoughts on this foundation. Here are my thoughts. So, great coverage. If you guys like full coverage, if you guys like matte foundations, if you have oily skin, you may enjoy this. For people who have combo skin, I would say that if you have more dry areas, this is going to cling to your dry areas, especially as it starts to break up. You guys can kind of see in the sides of my nose. Do you guys see how predominantly broken up that is and how it's kind of like gathered there? I mean, it definitely doesn't look cute right now. And it's on both sides of the nose. I usually get foundation stuck there. Like, that's an area that I usually get foundation to kind of like cling to. But this one is like really clinging. Now, the weird thing is, one thing that I love about the foundation is it did not settle into any of my fine lines. I feel like it kind of like smoothed over the fine lines, and it actually didn't make me look old for being a matte foundation. Matte foundations tend to usually make me look old. Like, I don't know if they just make my skin look old or if this happens to a lot of people, but like for me, when I wear matte foundations, I'm like, damn, I look old. So I have the foundation on for like 7 hours now. I think it wore pretty decent. You're starting to see some of my redness coming through when you guys saw before it was very full coverage. So yeah, it wore good. You see the oils coming through. So for me, it's just like, I think it's a little bit too matte for my skin. I feel like I'm starting to feel a little bit dryness in certain areas, and I feel like it's the foundation like kind of making me feel dry. That happens to me with matte foundations. I feel like they kind of like suck the life out of my skin. and my voice. I feel like it sucked the life out of my skin a little bit. Color definitely is off. Now, what I don't understand is KEVYN AUCOIN had this color wheel on their website. Usually when I buy foundations, I buy usually like light, medium, yellow undertone. Now on their scale, I looked at the darkest light that they had in the yellow undertone. I didn't know if to jump to medium because I figured medium might be a real medium, not a light medium. So when I went to the light and the darkest tone that they had with, I think it was 5, is a light medium complexion with yellow undertones. That tends to usually be my description, and usually that goes pretty well. And I'm usually a little bit on the darker side when I purchase light medium with yellow undertones, but a darker side that works good for my skin tone. But this one was light. So like if that is the darkest light shade, like I just think that this runs really light, like very light. Like I would have to be in the mediums with this, and I feel like maybe even not even the first medium, maybe even like the second. And the undertone, it said that this was in the yellows, but when I swatched it, can you guys see the swatch that I did on my skin? Look how pinky that looks. That doesn't look yellow. So the swatch even that I put on my hand just recently, just kind of like looking at the color, even has a really strong pink undertone. But if you guys look at the color wheel, it was supposed to be yellow undertone. So I'm so confused with the shade range, at least with the color that I purchased. I don't really even know what to tell you guys. This shade range might be a little off. So I don't know, guys. It's just not the foundation for me. I really wanted to like this. I'm gonna still give it another shot. So I'm definitely gonna have to exchange the color. If you guys have oily skin or combo skin that leans more oily, I think that you might like this, especially if you like full coverage. This might actually work for you. But if you have dry skin, or if you have combo skin that leans a little bit more dry, I don't think this is gonna work. Now, if you are more mature skin, I feel like for more mature skin, if you like full coverage and you have oily skin, you might be able to wear this and it might look really, really great on you, because like I said, it didn't get into any of my lines and it looked really, really nice. That's where we're gonna have to leave it on this first impression. Of course, I'm gonna try this a couple more times. I'll give you guys my final thoughts in my review follow-ups, but yeah, that's where we're gonna leave it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And before I let you guys go, if you haven't entered into my back to school giveaway, don't forget to do it. It's down below in the description box. It's a great back to school giveaway. I'd love it if you guys wanted to enter. It's gonna be ending in the middle of August, so we're getting close. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.